Well, hello. Welcome to this astrology reading for the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. We're going to be doing the fire signs first. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, and then Aries, and then the air signs. And that will be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancerians. And then we'll finish off with the earth signs, and that's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm hoping everybody's had a wonderful Sunday. It is 3 a.m. here in the UK. My sleeping hours are always all over the place, but I was late on today because I went to get my dear little kitten. So I have a new, I believe she's 6 weeks, and she's sleeping behind me here, but she'll probably wake up, I think, and cause some havoc, I think. But anyway, she's here. She's so sweet. She's a black kitty with little white paws, and she's just white underneath her chin there, so, and white whiskers. So she is so sweet. And yeah, she's just getting settled in, basically. So yeah, she's lovely. Hello, Mary Wins. Hello, love. Good to see you. 7 p.m. Okay, in South California. Okay. Vera, I've got a new baby, Vera. She is amazing. She's called Tink. Mum wants to call her Tinkerbell, but I quite like Tink. So to me, she's Tink. So yeah, very happy. So good morning, Vera. Oh, I love my cat. So do I, Stacey. I've got one, obviously, you know, Mo, and he has been searching and searching for a friend. There's a couple of, like, one stray cat that just turned up when me and Greg were together, you know, one year. And this cat, Greg named her Sam, and she was just wonderful. But Mo was really just staring at her and just really trying to get to know her and purring with her. She just hissed at him the whole time, just was having none of it. But she kept coming back in. It's like, it's not your home, and you're kind of like trying to push out Mo when it's actually his home. So yeah, that didn't work out as well. But then suddenly we didn't see her anymore, all of a sudden, and then a year went by, and then she turned up again. So yeah, that was it was something. And then of course there was Gallivanting Griffin, who turned up, who we thought was a stray. But it turned out that, yes, he's got a Facebook page, and they call him Gallivanting Griffin because he gets into random cars and ends up all over the place. And its owner just keeps going to pick him up. She said, you know, she came to pick him up from Herne Bay, you know, from Canterbury, where they live. Canterbury and Herne Bay, there's about 20 to 30 minutes drive. She said the second time this month that she's picked him up from Herne Bay, and before that was all over the place. So anyway, and Mo fell in love with him as well, Gallivanting Griffin. So you know, these two have met, and they love it. They really love it. So yeah, I went to pick her up from Dover. So thank you, Rochelle, if you watch this. Thank you, Rochelle. She's settling in nicely. So I'm so excited. I don't want to wake her. She will wake up. She's been sleeping for a while, so she will be causing havoc. I'm sure. Good to see you too. Yeah, Grandmama. I know. So sweet. All of ours are rescues, and now they're part of the family. Yeah. Yeah, I thought a kitten would be better for Mo so that they wouldn't reject him. Although she has been hissing at him, but I think she tried to make herself look big, and she's only this big, so she tried to make herself look big, you know, because obviously he's a big cat. So, but anyway, so sweet. So I'm happy to be here. Last week I had a streaming cold and chesty and all of that, and so I couldn't do the live one, but I did do the recorded, and it was just with my hands. So did do that one. So you did get some astrology last week, just a quick version. But today I'm going to do the full version. So like I said, it's going to be the fire signs first. So we'll start with Leo, and then Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerians, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's the order of the readings today. So let's have a look. Oh, let's see what Vera says about Marley. Marley is finally on track. He's on raw meat now, getting a natural dewormer remedy. Both are a game changer. He's so much more relaxed. Oh, that's lovely. Very devoted, Vera is, to her animals. Very, very devoted. He's a lucky doggy. He's a lucky doggy to have an owner like Vera, for sure. Right, so let's have a little look at the banners, and we're going to go with our first one. Go for it. Where's the Leo? There we are. So starting with Leo's. Okay, so Leo's Marejo, her I think it's a nephew, Spencer. He is a Leo. Greg's daughter is a Leo as well. Anyone else who's a Leo out there, let me know. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and let's see what is in store for Leos this week. Let me do a timer thing. 7.40. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, there's a bit of confusion going on, and a feeling of doubt. You know, you're thinking, I'm not sure I believe what that person is saying to me. That person could be a friend, a family member. It could be a work colleague. Okay, but there is definitely a feeling of not sure. There's also confusion about how I feel and things as well. So much, it's all up in the air, I feel, emotionally for you Leos at that beginning of the week. There is security around, so I do feel that in some ways there is a great feeling of everything is fine. Okay, now that doesn't mean to say that you're rolling in finances, but it does mean to say that maybe you know that everything is coming through fine, okay, financially, or maybe you've got a plan to bring this in, okay, into your life. This is the plan that I'm picking up here, the Four of Wands, celebration of achievement and going forward with that achievement. So you already are doing well. So they're talking about, you know, it's like a career move or a life path move. Something that you know that you are skilled at, you know that it's bigger than you. Okay, and that could be, for some people it might be working with animals, for other people it might be you know, being a truther and getting the truth out there. It can be anything. Okay, it doesn't really have to be what everybody else is doing. This is your path, remember, but this is definitely indicating that everything is going in the right direction here financially and to do with your life path. So, you know, that's good. Emotionally, not so great, okay, emotionally. But we'll see how the rest of the week comes up for you. Four of Swords. So this is indicating that you are going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand your ground. If anybody tries to tell you that you're wrong, when you know deep down in your heart that you are right, that you have the right to be annoyed, or you have the right to have the opinion that you have, and nobody can say any different. This is, you know, sometimes we make a stand because of that inner feeling of I know what's what. I know that I'm right. So yeah, this is interesting. Now it's linking now with the Six of Pentacles, which is juggling of finances, juggling of time, juggling of energy. So with all of this juggling around, there is this it's determination for sure, okay, when you get this. So to do with career, works, finances, you know, big thumbs up from spirit world, you know, that you know, it's the right time to have your say. Now then you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means everything is moving forward, everything is going ahead. There's nothing stopping you now from achieving what you want. You just have to sometimes change the way you work, or the hours you work, or the effort that you're putting in to that project that you want to be successful. And you know, if you know that you're right, it's time to stand your ground for sure. And that's what you're going to be doing the middle of the week. By the end of the week, you have you've had 3 4s. This is interesting. 4 4s. Oh my goodness. You've got 4 4s, guys. 4 4s. Okay. So 4s are linked with completion. They're linked with stability. They're linked with kind of the pillars that you need in order to build the foundations that you need and want. So from emotional doubt to I know where I'm going, to don't mess with me, I'm just going to stand up for myself, to creating a meeting that will bring about what it is needed. So there's plans being made here, and you know, these implements, so you don't get 4 4s in a 9-card reading unless there's something big happening. Okay, now they are saying that, you know, try not to work too quickly and be too flippant with you know, what you're working with. Sometimes we can get a little bit lax regarding, you know, the foundations that are being set. Okay, as long as you take time to set things in motion, to tick the boxes, to dot the I's and cross the T's, to make sure that everything is done, okay, and then it's all going to be fine. But you don't want to make a mistake right now, okay? That's what's being indicated. It's important not to make that those changes. Okay, what else have we got? So this is perfection energy. That's exactly what you're needing to be, to do things on a higher level than you already have ever done, okay? This is really important for you. And you have the 5 of Cups. So emotionally, it's not necessarily a good time to deal with your emotions. It's the perfect time to deal with your finances, your security, your life path, your career. All of that is the time, and that's what's going to take over things. The emotions, I feel, will have to be later on. Okay, that's probably the easiest way of looking at that. Okay, so that's what I see for Leos. So we're going to move on to Sagittarius now. So Sagittarius, let's see what we've got for our Saggies. Okay, any Sagittarians out there listening, let me know. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Things are moving forward. I have trained my Wheel of Fortune card to mean in a good direction. So from it being a bit kind of sluggish and nothing really changing to it's on. Okay, this is what is happening. Now you have the health card. So has there been some sort of slowing down because of health, or because you've needed to nurture yourself or look after yourself in some way? Maybe it hasn't been the right time for you to move forward because of this the circumstances around you. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune then turns up and says, okay, it wasn't the right time then, but it definitely is now. Because this also, the Seven of Wands, is you saying to the universe, okay, universe, bring it to me, bring it on, I am ready. Okay, no need to tell me twice. I've been hanging about. Okay, so from having to be careful and take it day by day and slow to rushing ahead. Okay, that is it. I do believe that that is what's going on globally as well. There has been a holding back and a feeling that nothing's changing, and then all of a sudden everything is changing and everything is moving forward. And sometimes they are things that we don't want. Okay, sometimes things are rising to the surface when it would have been easier for things to stay dormant or hidden, but I can see that that isn't going to be the case. Okay, things it's happening now. It's happening now. So again, all these positive cards, the Six of Swords, you can see they're looking brightly into the future. The storm has passed. The bad crap has moved into the past, and there is a clear way forward in your life, Sagittarius. So it's a bit like the sun has just peeked out from the clouds, and after it being very cloudy and very kind of dreary time of things, it's now the time. When you look at the Wheel of Fortune and you look at the Six of Swords, it's like focus and go. All right, absolutely. Someone around you has got a bit of a sting in their tail. This person can get judgmental. It can also get insecure. Okay, now this insecurity can sometimes then come out as an issue or a problem, and that issue and problem are needing to be addressed before they can create too much more tension and misunderstandings for yourself and for people around you. So watch out for the end of this next week, going into the beginning of August. There is somebody who is stirring things up, and it's really not worth getting really confronting them, because I feel that they are irrational, and also that they want the attention, and sometimes it's better to not give the attention, and to just learn by mistakes from the past. Okay, justice will come. Okay, karma will happen to that person, so you just have to shine that light of karmic energy straight to that person. Don't wish them harm. Anything negative that you throw at somebody will come back tenfold to you, so it'll come back negative to you. But just ask for karma and ask for understanding of the universal energy. Okay, that's the main thing going on there. So yeah, so that's what I get for our lovely Sagittarius. Okay, let's have a look back in the chat, see what people are talking about there. Oh, there's my darling. Oh, thank you, my darling. He's here. Yeah, I loved watching him play bowling. It was really lovely watching his inner child play. So that was good. Hey Tracy, good to see you. So happy to join live show after a long day at work. Well, welcome Tracy, welcome. Get used to a lot of supportive energy with all these jealous people that can't understand how fast Marley has grown as a doggy. Exactly. Yeah. So Tracy says, greetings from upstate New York. Well, that's where Greg was born and bred, in upstate New York. Yeah, Oneonta. That's where he's from, bless him. Summer's Dawn, I got you on the healing list, haven't I? I remember writing down Summer's Dawn on there. Good evening from Billings in Montana. Well, hello, Billings in Montana. So if anybody does want to be put on the healing list, please let me know. That was 17. Okay, so that was 17, and I think we're on 18. We've got a brand new one to start on 18. Okay, so if anybody needs to add their name, I will gladly do so. So yeah, Summer's Dawn, there you go. You're on there. So there's 18 now. Okay. Can you believe that? It started at the beginning of January. Number 1 was the beginning of January, and we're now at 18. Hello, Kimberly. Kimberly Ray, hello to yourself. Hello. Sarah Ann, hello. I was just talking about you, Sarah Ann, to Greg. We're very excited and can't wait to talk to you about some more. Yeah, very excited. Thank you so much. Oh, my pleasure. Love it. Oh, good. Here's Joyce. Please add my name. I will do, Joyce. I will do after this. I'll write your name down on here, and then I will add you on. So yeah. Hi from Mongolia. Mongolian just work here. Such a beautiful morning here. It's good to see you. Better, Ali. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, still a little bit. You can still hear a little bit of a cold, but it's much better than it was. much better. Oh, it's my pleasure, Joyce. My pleasure. Right, let's move forward to Aries. Okay, so what are the numbers for Aries? Here we go. Let's pop the cards in any old places so we don't get the same ones coming out. These are so old, these cards. I keep trying to bring out my new cards. I keep trying to do that. But I keep going back to the faithfuls because the energy is so good. But in order to get a new deck going, you do have to use them before you can actually swap over. So Aries, we've got our lovely Vera, who is an Arian, and also Linda Winger is also Aries. Who else is an Aries? Savannah, I believe, is Aries. And Alexis' mum is Aries, I believe. So I may have that wrong because it's kind of all mingled up, the writings and jots on there. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate on Aries. Let's see. Okay. Right, so we've got the Hierophant, okay, some say Hierophant, spiritual teaching, getting your messages out there for other people. And sometimes that's so important for other people to understand, you know, your point of view, even though they might not agree with you, even though they might have the complete opposite viewpoint. If nobody is ever challenged with their viewpoint, then how on earth are they going to ever make up their mind fully? Okay. And sometimes people who are thinking ridiculous things do need to hear the other side, okay, because it's stuck, okay, it's stuck in there. So I feel that there has been some disappointment emotionally. I feel I'm seeing withdrawing away, okay, and this is going to be around the next week as well, the beginning of this next week. So sometimes we isolate ourselves, sometimes we get angry with spirit, sometimes spirit aren't working with us enough, and we sometimes think to ourselves, well, what the hell, you know, am I keep believing in you for, if you are not going to help me, if you're not going to be there? And there are times, quite frankly, that I felt this, and the message that I get when I do then listen to them, or they speak to me, they can't get through angry aura, okay, they just can't, they can't get through, they can't help you. It's like you are stuck on your own until you calm down, a bit like a child going on a temper tantrum, that the wise parent will leave them to it, that a wise parent will say, all right, darling, you go and do what you need to do, and then you come back for a cuddle when you feel calmed down. That's what a wise parent does, isn't it? So that's what spirit do as well. They just go, all right, then you do your thing, and we'll be here waiting. But in the meantime, it's a very lonely feeling. It's a very empty feeling there. But the brighter skies are coming. So I would say that this is only going to last another 2 days at the very most, that you're going to be feeling in this, with this dark cloud hanging over you. Please, if you can, do yourself a little clearing, because there are some negative spirits out there who are deliberately chucking clouds at people. And it's like you can be walking along and you've got a clear aura and you're feeling happy, but then along comes somebody else walking the other way and your aura touches. You can then take on their energy, whether they deliberately gave it to you or not. They might have just had an argument with somebody. They might not be the nicest person in the world. They might have very bad kind of thought patterns and anger issues, and sometimes addictions and whatever's going on, and all of that is transferring over to you. And we take it on board, and then we wonder why we feel like crap. Well, that's the case. That's why. So spirit are asking everybody really to, you see that crystal ball just there? Oh, there. That crystal ball. I want everybody to visualize themselves inside a crystal ball right now. And as that crystal ball is coming in around you, setting that intention of protection, it's cutting away any cords or any bad energy that may be attaching itself to you and making your bad mood worse, or making your insecurity worse. We're going to cut all of that away. And we're going to now visualize this with a beautiful glowing energy around it, like a globe energy. And we're going to fill it with love. So I want you to now think of something really happy, something you might have seen on YouTube or seen on, you know, when you're out and about, something that you remember as a child or when your children were young. Just think about that, something that brings you joy. Oh, breathe it in and breathe out the negativity. Breathe in the positive. Breathe out the negative. And as you breathe out, it gets dissolved and it's full of love. And that's it. And I think we all need to do that. We do, because they are trying to get their fill of negativity. And we're not going to let them get it from us, are we? No, we're not. Absolutely, we're not. So it's a good idea to do this maybe every day, once a day. Just visualize yourself, you know, that crystal ball coming around you, and visualize it cutting away any cords or attachments or entities that may be lingering around. The other thing is, if you're single and you want to be noticed, put sparkles in around your bubble, in around your globe. Put sparkles in there, okay? And also visualize it a laser point going up, and so it then can attract the your perfect person to you. Okay, you visualize you've sent your beacon out and you are ready. Okay, so their energy can then find you. Okay, so spirit guides, that's perfect card then for what we just did. So you've got a sword, a cup, a wand, and a pentacle there. And that basically means that you are more powerful than you realize. So if something isn't going right, change it. If you're not happy, change it. If you don't like the job you're in, change it. You know, it's time that we stop saying will I or can I, and say I'm going to. You are the powerful one. You really are, especially Aries. Aries, you're leaders. Aries, you don't take no crap, Aries. So there's something to do with a car or vehicle that needs to be sorted out. So this sorting out of vehicles is linking to a minor problem that has been overlooked, and it's an intermittent problem. And they're showing me this, and this being resolved, finally being resolved. So, you know, it's one of those problems that is a problem, and then you take it to a mechanic and they say, well, we can't see anything wrong. And they look at you, especially if you're a woman, they look at you, go, yeah, of course you did, darling, yeah. And then it's later on it comes back. So yes, I feel that there is that obviously isn't everybody. That's going to be one or two people that I'm seeing this. The other thing is, you may be replacing a vehicle as well, or you may be deciding to buy a car, but there's something going on with vehicles as well around the middle of this next week. The Lover's card. Now, Lover's card can be very varied, okay? Lover's card can mean a love life matter that needs to be resolved for this partnership to have the best results ever. So there has been a bit of distance that has been growing between the partnership. That partnership can also mean business, work partnerships, partnerships that you need in order to make life better. You know, sometimes we have to connect with other people in order to get where we want to be. Okay, so this is about partnerships. Okay, and I just want to say that this Chariot card, it's about weighing up the pros and the cons, weighing things up in black and white in order to go forward and and achieve so much more than you ever thought possible. Alongside the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, he puts on a hard front. Okay, he's a bit of a softie, really, but that's maybe how you're feeling at this time. You know, having to come across as being tougher than you really are, or stronger than you really are, when actually you feel quite vulnerable, but maybe you don't want to tell anybody just how vulnerable you're feeling. So that's what I see there for Aries. So let us have a look in the chat again. Where did we go? Where did we go? Where are we? Okay, we got to there. So Vera said, yes, Aries, yay. Diamond Des, may I be put onto the healing list? Absolutely, Desiree, of course. Love that picture there of you, Des. Lovely. Okay. Oh, thank you. I was feeling very ugly last week because, you know, when you don't feel well and you're all full of cold and everything. So thank you. Makeup's a wonderful thing. That's what I'm going to say. It's very wonderful. So Joyce is also an Aries. Okay. Here's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. And Jeremiah. Hello. And Greg's saying hi to everybody. I love this. Our family. Love that crystal ball. Yeah, I made that stand myself. It's linked with just a glass, kind of like it was a like a candle holder. And then there was a top of this goblet that had smashed, and I kept the sparkly bit of the top of it. And then it's one of those flat stands that you put a candle on. I mixed the two together, and there we have it. That's what my candle holder is, my crystal ball holder. So I do a similar thing before leaving for work. Absolutely so needed. Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah, really, honestly, it really does work. It really does. But we don't realize I'm Aquarius. Okay, Stacey. So you'll be next. Aquarius is next. So we have no idea how much it affects us, other people's aura, and you only have to walk beside them for this to happen. So yeah, much love to you too, lovely lady. Okay, let's move forward to the air signs now. Aquarius. Where is Aquarius? There it is. So Aquarius, 29th through to the 4th of August. Okay. I'm going to go into, I'm going to try and break in my my new cosmic. This is what the new cosmic cards should look like. And this is what mine look like. They are bashed up. There's corners missing off them. When I had guinea pigs, I used to kind of let them have a run around, and I'd be sitting on the floor learning my cards, and that's what they did. They used to come off. They used to nick one, pull it away, and then eat the ends of them. So there's loads of them that have got that on there, but they are, you know, very, very old. So yeah, about time I kind of and I painted the outsides black with acrylic paint because they looked so minging. Do you have minging in America? Minging meaning disgusting. That's what it means. Come on, little kitty. Come and meet everybody. Come and meet everybody. Let's see if I can wake up a little bit. Hey. Come say hello. Come say hello. Come say hello. Hey. Here she is. It's little kitty. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. It's going to cause havoc now. She's so sweet. Aren't you, baby? You're such a little darling. Oh, I'm so happy. I've been looking for a kitten. I've been looking for one for a while. But yeah, couldn't find one. Not many people are letting their cats have kitties. So, what's this? What's this? It's a bit of feather. You gonna get it? You gonna get it? Come over here. Come over here. That's it. they never do what you want them to do they? Especially this young. So I haven't found out much about her really, because when I picked her up, this lady lived on a hill, really high hill, and there was cars either side, and you literally had to go up, and then it was at the top of this hill, so you had to park on a slant, and then also had to reverse all the way back again. And I've got sensors on each side, so it was that close that the sensors were going off each side the whole way down. So it was nerve-wracking. So I didn't really have a lot of chance to find out much about little one, but I do have her contact details, so I will ask. You know, what day is their birthday, and you know, all of that malarkey. I will ask. She's beautiful. Welcome to the family. Welcome. She's so sweet. Time wasting though, isn't it? When you've got new little babies, it's very time wasting. Okay, so I need a pen now, baby. I need a pen. So I've got to buy her some toys and things like that. So which I haven't done yet, because I only found out a couple of days ago and haven't been shopping or anything. So I will find out. And then I've got to get one of those little red dot things, because Mo likes to play with that too. Anyway, so that is our little Tink. So she's coming back now. Right, okay. Aquarius. Oh, hello. So this is the only thing with new cards, they're slippy. So sometimes it is a card that flies out, but other times it's just that they're slippy cards. But I'll read these two. So you've got the Ace of Wands and you've got the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to put this down here so that you can see if she comes back. So these two basically means there's a bit of a boredom energy and a need really to have to find that inner happiness, and you know, maybe you're not enjoying your own company as much as you would normally be enjoying your own company. Maybe there's something that you can do to actually bring about that. I say, if there's kind of this feeling of waiting for somebody to come and rescue you, or waiting for somebody to make you feel better, the chances are that you're out of balance. And the trouble with that is you're going to meet someone who's out of balance, or that special person won't be coming into your energy, because it's going to repel them back. Okay, it's repel them back. Sorry. So that was a message for somebody out there. I forgot to say the beginning, to do with the beginning of my readings. I always say that whatever the birth sign is, it doesn't matter which sign it is, there will be a message in there for whoever is watching. Okay, it will be a deliberate add in there from my guides. So let's have a little look. There we are. Okay, so I've got a character who is, I feel as if there's someone being a bit sly. There's someone who is I feel as if they are interfering with a love life or an emotional situation around you. I wouldn't be trusting what they're saying. I feel that, you know, when someone is adding in their own opinion to a conversation that they're relaying, so it's like they're putting their spin on it, and it's not good. It's not going to help anybody, okay, the way that they're doing what they're doing. So just be aware that there is somebody who is jealous, insecure, who is trying to affect you and a friendship, a partnership, or maybe there's somebody at work who is not to be trusted, okay. The Hangman, everything is upside down, so I do feel as if this will come about where you will know who this is. They are going to hang themselves. They are going to, not literally, but they are going to expose themselves for what they are, what they truly are, okay. And people will see them as somebody not to trust as well. So yeah. Ugh. She just stepped in her water bowl and just flicked it everywhere all over me. Great. So try not to let it get you down, because we do have the Four of Cups, and that just sometimes kind of means that we go within, and sometimes we are trying to I'm trying to let you see Kitty. Yeah, you're trying to, you know, blame yourself. You know, it's your fault somehow. Somehow you are the one who is to blame. You know, you're believing in their twisted kind of judgment. Okay, so that, you know, make sure that you stay true to you. Okay. You know who you are. You don't need someone else to judge you. Okay, you know who you are. So the Fool card, the middle of the week, is taking a step forward. Okay, you are going with trust. There's going to be a sudden change of mind, or a sudden change that is happening, and that will be at the middle of next week. It's going to be, you know, when you just know you have to make that change and you have to make it now, it's not worth holding back. Okay, it's like with everything in you, it's like, ow. Everything, sorry, it's got sharp claws. What are you doing? Yeah, with everything in you, you're trying very hard to you know, convince other people that you know what you're doing, that you are not mad, but they will think you are. Okay, they will. It may have something to do with a get rich quick situation, and I will say that most of these don't work. I'm going to say whatever seems to be so easy, sometimes it's not as easy as it seems. So be careful, double check everything. Be interested to see what other card is coming up with it. Okay, so sometimes these get rich quick ideas could be better on your own. So you may learn something from these, and then it's like, oh, that gives me an idea on what to do for myself. So it's not going to be a complete washout, but, you know, try not to waste too much money. Okay, try not to do that. So the end of this next week, the Ten of Swords, it always looks very scary, but if I told you that swords are thoughts, so all these thoughts coming at you, everything trying to get at you, and then, you know, when you feel as if you're kind of like put in a situation where you then have to tell it your piece, say your piece, say what you think, and sometimes that can be very like raw. Okay, I've taken enough from other people, and now I'm going to tell you what I think. And so sometimes that can come across as not with no finesse. Okay, and sometimes it can appear to be rude or not caring. Okay, but you can change this now. Now we know that there is going to be outspoken words, or you know, things that have got to be said. Sometimes we know that we can do it carefully. We can do it in a more gentle way. This is saying that there is some anger around this. There's some you know, when you try and restrain yourself, or someone else is getting angry with you, and therefore you then say it how it is. So yeah, there may not be the ability to hold back. Okay, hold back what you're wanting to say in that way. So sometimes there are two timelines, like I said. Sometimes they can be, and sometimes it's like, no, it's going to come out that way no matter what. Because we've also got the Ten of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Wands feels as if I feel trapped, or I feel as if I'm stuck. And sometimes that alone can bring on a panic, or an anger or frustration, and somebody then pushes your buttons too much, and you let them have it. So yeah, just be aware that, you know, you could maybe you know, soften this if you wanted to. Okay, it is a possibility. Okay, so there you go. That's what I get for Aquarius. So let's go into Gemini. Geminians. Let's have a quick look at Geminis. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Okay, things are moving forward. Don't be surprised if the things that you have been waiting for don't start to happen, don't start to, you know, manifest, okay, in front of you. Be careful what you're wishing for, because sometimes we're wishing for something that we no longer want, but we forget. You know, it's like, I've always wanted to run my own business. I've always wanted to do this. And then that particular self-employed business comes along, but you realize that actually that was a very childish energy that was pushing that forward, and it's never going to bring anything. But there is another self-employed business that perhaps would. So sometimes we can get ourselves in a tizzy, okay, regarding, you know, what it is that we want, and get it mixed up. So yeah, make sure your affirmations are spot on and have a clear out with them. I think that would be a very good plan. Okay. You have been walking on eggshells around a certain person around you, somebody close to you. You just haven't been able to get on. You haven't been able to see eye to eye. And this has really affected you. It's affected your friendship. It's affected your the reasoning regarding each other. You know, you're judging each other's wishes and things. So yeah, it's complicated, very complicated. But if you're not careful, this will lead either one of you to break free and not come back. So I'm seeing it heading in that direction. I'm sorry, I just need to take a pain relief. 8 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is what I saw. Once that person goes from your life, you may feel relieved. It may be something that you perhaps want. It could be that, you know, this person has been, you know, jibing at you or criticizing you too much. But it could be that you have you know, just been argumentative with this particular person and you don't want to lose them, in which case I'm telling you now, there's a need to backpedal and to start to talk things over for sure with that person if you don't want them to leave. Okay, so the middle of the week, we have somebody new coming in. Now, that person can be a friendship for some people, or some people it can be a romantic connection. Sometimes we meet somebody and we think, I really like their energy. That's the sort of person that I would want in my life. That's the sort of relationship that I've decided. So it doesn't have to be for sure, like absolutely, but it is definitely, you're pushing that energy out to the universe. The universe is saying, okay, we get you. Okay, we will put that out there as a person of interest, or that type of character. Okay, which is good. Now, the Tower moment is going to be happening around the middle of the week for Geminis. Now, this doesn't have to be terrible. Let me just find the next card. Okay, so this gives us a clear indication of what they mean now, okay, with these three cards. Now, for one person, there is going to be, you're already in a relationship, and then along comes the person of your dreams. Yep. And that is going to really shake things up. Okay, it's going to cause disharmony, it's going to cause upset, but you've met that person for a reason, and there's nothing that can be done to backpedal and for things not to work out that way. The only thing you can do is to try and cause the least amount of damage as you depart from one relationship and go to another. Okay, but you know, the Hanged Man indicates that this person will make you see things very differently. It could be that you would never be the person that would leave another person or meet somebody at the time that you're already with somebody. This will be an accident. It won't be a planned thing. Okay, that's just one person. So on the other hand, looking at these cards, the other scenarios are that there is a shake-up happening, and that as the shake-up is happening, you then meet somebody who can help you with the way out, help you with, you know, come this way. This is the way to get out of the situation you're in. You know, I can help you to see sense. Okay, and everything will seem very much upside down for a little bit. Okay, because of all the chaos, okay, that is consuming you. You're talking to me. Come on then. Come on then. A little voice, so sweet. I don't know if you all heard that. Bless her. By the end of the week, Seven of Cups, end of the week, emotionally, it's like I'm trying to please everybody and feeling as if I'm failing one person in particular, even though you're trying really hard not to. This just says that, you know, sometimes we're not meant to save everybody. We're not meant to, you know, sometimes that person has made it absolutely impossible for you to ever help them, okay, or to please them. They might just be feeling very difficult, okay, and you know, that's it. Some people like to be angry, you know. Have you ever thought about that? Some people, no matter how much you try and, you know, do everything right, they still are critical of that one thing you didn't do right. So this will feel as though, you know, I'm exhausted by, you know, trying to please, and that's what the Ace of Cups is. The Ace of Cups is, it's overflowing, emotionally overflowing. Okay, Now, lessons will be learnt, okay, around this time, Geminis. Maybe this is it's like putting yourself in someone else's shoes and saying, how would I have handled this situation if I was them? You know, would I have been able to do this differently, or would I have ended up making the same decisions as they did under the circumstances? Sometimes we can think, well, I would never do that. It's like, but you're not them, and you don't have the same way of dealing with problems. I'm also seeing some study, learning and development as well around you, Geminis, okay? And this will feel quite an exciting time, because you will decide that you're going to delve into a subject or a scheme or something that is going to really ignite your interest, and it's going to make you want to you know, really complete the task at hand. Okay, you're going to really start to do that. So sometimes it's like you're already good at one thing, but in order to get better, somebody's asking you to add on to your resume, add on to your skill set. Okay, and no one else wants to do it, or no one else feels as if they can do it, and you're going to please the people around you by saying, yep, I don't mind doing that, I like a challenge. So I do see that that is what will be happening, okay, around our Geminians there. Okay, so there you go, that's what I see for Geminis. Okay, let's go back to the chat and see what's happening here. Oh, hello, Price. I don't know if I've said hello to you, but hello. Oh, so Paula, hello. I love these lives. Oh, good. There's Jeremiah. Hi, Jeremiah. What a sweet little kitty. I know, she's the newest member of our family. She is beautiful. She's lovely. Yeah. She's called Tink. She's called Tink, Stacey. My mum wanted to call her Tinkerbell. I said, you can call her Tinkerbell if you like, but she's Tink. So she's going to be a cat that will travel to my mum's house, my daughter's house. Yeah, she's just going to travel about with us. So that's what we're going to be doing. Sharing the cat. Hi, Bodhi. Hello, dear lady. So great to catch you live. Looking forward to that Aquarius reading as always. I can't wait, bated breath. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you did. So cute. Love cats. Little tuxedo baby. She does look like a tuxedo baby. The cheapest toys are usually the most interesting for cats. I know. Yeah. Oh, I love the white paws. Like she is walking on clouds. Yes. I would say so. I wish the same were true for kids' toys. Yeah. In fact, the kids like boxes. So, you know, I will say that. You buy the kids expensive toys and they like the box. I wish I could be more unbothered by people who seem to like being angry or critical. They are perpetually in a tizzy. I know. We have to kind of just feel sorry for them, really. Shirley, Libra. I'm doing Libra next, Shirley. So Libra, the sign that Ali says we've all been waiting. It's not me that says it, love, it's you. Tracy's a Libra, so lots of Libras here. Hello, Teresa, good to see you. Libra as well. My goodness, we are overwhelmed with Libras. I think my kitty Lucy is leaving us soon. Very sad. She's my best friend. Oh, I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm sorry. It is so hard, isn't it? Oh, my heart hurts for you. That's all right. That's okay. Oh, okay. Let us. Oh, let me just have a quick slip. Let's turn the orange up. Libra. So I want to record this for my lovely man. I'd like to send it over to him. Okay, so this is Libra's reading, and this is for the 29th of July through to the 4th of August 2024. Okay, just going to shuffle them. Okay, so emotionally, the beginning of the week, sometimes we have to say enough is enough. I am done. There's nothing more I can do. And I do feel that the Seven of Cups, when we had that cup last time, is directly linked with this one. And you know, when you feel as if you're trying to please everybody, you're trying to do everything in your capability to make things right, but for some reason you're failing, or some reason you are not hitting that target. And I feel emotionally that is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be saying, do you know what? Sod it. If my best is not good enough, then I'm done. Okay, so there is going to be one of those moments where you take a big step back and allow someone to get on with it. Okay, so something is going on the beginning of this next week. Now, Five of Pentacles, it can mean about financial loss, or money being owed, or financial hardship. Okay, now that can also mean that you are emotionally sick of being financially hard up, or I'm not going to worry about finances as much as I did. I'm just going to allow the universe to bring it in the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going to play the games of the worry. There is a female around you guys, Libras, who is very bubbly and happy-go-lucky, and sometimes it can be skitty and a bit crazy energy. So this person is around you, and this person is sometimes, you're the person who is wanting to please you the same way as you're pleasing them. And sometimes the lack of energy, it means that sometimes we've got to work harder, or sometimes there is just something that is happening, and that things will start to move and change forward. Okay, so this is the flirtatious energy as well. So that can be, there's so many different people that this can mean. Sometimes we think, oh, I know who that is, but sometimes it can be somebody else. We have to let things carry on and see where they unfold. There is the lack of money. Energy can also be, let's not worry about the lack of money. Let's stop worrying about the money, and let's just go with the flow. Let's just leave it be. Okay, so sometimes that is what is meant by that. When worry about money or worry about your finances affects your relationships, that's the time to say, this isn't worth upsetting our whole relationship by that worry. Okay, so let's have a look at the middle of this next week. The middle of next week, what was you worried about, really, financially? Because all this money is coming to you. Look at that. So financial security, a feeling of, you know, status, and look at this, look at what I've got, look at what I've done. Lots of people singing your praises, lots of people noticing just how well you've done and what you have achieved. So you're going to be standing tall, basically, the middle of this next week. This is the independent card. So it means that you are doing this on your own, that you're getting the recognition and reward on your own. And so you should be smiling, you should be standing up and saying, yeah, I did that, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. Be selfish. It's time to be selfish. It's time to say, this is my turn now. This is it for me. So it's a rush of energy. It's coming in the middle of the week, and it's going to make you feel, it's make you come alive. It's going to make you feel very sure of yourself and very excited about the possibilities of the future and what the future is going to be. So what's the end of the week? End of the week, there's a bit of emotional withdrawal or emotional worry going on here, confusion, okay, about something. And this can be somebody who is new coming into your life, or somebody that you that your part, you know, can be a financial partnership, it can be a relationship, it can be a connection with somebody who can potentially bring you the financial rewards that you're looking for. But there's a bit of doubt going on here. You're just not sure about them. You're not sure how they feel. It can also be an admirer that you then reject. That's the rejection card. So sometimes, you know, you get an admirer coming in and you have to tell them what you're feeling, you know. And so, you know, so it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't somebody like that coming into your life, Libras, and it's not somebody who you want to be connected with for whatever reason, whether that's romantically, friendship wise, or whether or not that is a working relationship in the future. Okay, so there you go, Libra. That is what I see for you guys. So let me know what you guys thought of that, Libras. Let's go back to the chat. There's lots of Libras out there. So what have we got? Oh, Libra here, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Mary. I do. I'm still a bit croaky, but it's okay. Oh yeah, and there's prayers going out for your Lucy from people. So definitely starting Libra at 11:11. Wow, yeah, 11:11. Oh, there's my lovely friend Angela. Oh, I've missed you, Angela. We need to have a chat, just a chat. You know, even if it's just a chat, definitely reach out and we'll connect. You don't have to buy a reading, darling. We'll just connect. I miss you. So Angela's a dear friend. I've been reading for a long time, but we connect on such a high level. I love it. So that's okay, my darling. Midweek sounds great. I know it does. It does. Oh, that's my pleasure. I miss you too. We'll schedule a chat. Yeah, that'd be so lovely. I can just send you a I can just send you the like availability sheet, and then you can just pick a time, so you don't have to then book anything. So yeah. Shirley, hey Shirley. Oh, good. I'm glad you feel the love, because it is genuine. It's genuine love here. Okay, I'm just placing the cards, mixing them into the deck. So they don't just turn up again. Couldn't believe we got 4 4s last time. I don't know who that was with. Can't remember who that was with. Oh, you put 1111, didn't you? 1111. I didn't write down that Libra one, which is, yeah. Oh, Mary says, good. Yes. Take care, my friend. Sending you much love to you all. Oh, and to you, Angela. And to you. Angela's got the best mind ever. Her mind just works like a computer. She baffles me how it all works with her. So, okay, let's have a look now. So we've done the air signs. So we've done the fire signs. We did Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've then done Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So now we're going to go to water signs, Scorpio, then Pisces, then Cancerians. And then after that, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And my makeup is running. Yeah, I know. 11:11 was the time on the clock, not the video. I know. I'm just thinking, how can I work it out from there? But I can't. I'll have to add in that timestamp after, I think. Thank you, Mary. Okay. Right. Scorpios. Oh, I'm still recording. Need to start. Okay. 11 minutes ago. So that was 1:05. I reckon that was. I've just worked it out from the recording time then. So that was pretty good. I'm sure that's right-ish. Okay, Scorpio. So this is Scorpio's reading, which is for the 29th of July through to the 4th of August 2024. So I popped round to see my daughter Rhiannon. I borrowed her children my grandchildren to go and pick up the kitty, and they came with on the car ride up to see to pick the kitten up. It was cute, and then we went in and I had a cuddle with the baby. The baby's having about a 3-hour screaming fit basically every night between kind of 7 and 10, and it's really bad and it's distressing for everybody. So I remember when she was little, she had colic, but hers was right through the night, kept me awake all night, and I was pacing, and it was hard, really hard. Yeah, so any ideas on what may be going on with that baby would really help. She doesn't really want to, put medication down her, but yeah, it'd be a good idea. There might be some people here who can, think of something. So let's have a look then at Scorpios. Right. Okay, so the King of Swords. So this is the Libra energy. So this can be how Scorpios are dealing with things. And this is trying to dissect everything, trying to understand, what is going on. Sometimes there can be conversations that are being had, and later on you think, oh, did they mean that like that or like this, or was it just an innocent remark? What was going on? And there's times that we can then analyze our own conversations or our own thought patterns and start to dissect everything. So be careful not to overthink things, I believe, is what the cards are saying at this time, the beginning of the week. There is somebody around who I feel is very enthusiastic and helpful one minute and then not the next. And there may be a feeling of, well, I don't know how to cope with that. I don't know whether to rely on that or not. So there is it's a feeling of needing some help, but feeling reluctant to ask anybody in case, you know, somebody says no, and then you feel bad about things. So, you know, have everybody's been in that situation as well. So like I said, there's going to be messages in these readings for anybody. Okay, so whoever's watching this, there will be a message in there for you as well. There is somebody who has got trapped anger or trapped kind of hurt and pain, and I feel that this person isn't dealing with that trapped emotion, and in which case it's bubbling up under the surface. So this person, they need to watch this person to find out really how they can help them. Okay, this might be one of your partners, or it might be you know, a friend or a family member, and you're seeing this kind of like bubbling up kind of anger, and then they squash it down again. But yeah, so there's an overflowing of emotion, and I feel that this person has been going through a lot, has been not dealing with things the way that they should be. You know, it's very important to, you know, tell somebody if they've pissed you off. It's very important for you to be able to say, hey, you hurt me, you know. And so I feel that make sure that you are expressing that, even if it's kind of written down in a letter form, or whether or not it's over, you know, dinner or something. It just feels as if, you know, other people need to know what is going on. People that you haven't seen for a long time, there's going to be reconnection here. There's going to be, it's like an overwhelming feeling of, hey, isn't it lovely to get together? Isn't it lovely to connect again? You know, have you been? What's been happening? You know, and filling each other in on each other's lives. And there's a lot of joy and a lot of good energy around that as well. Now, along with sometimes one person coming into your life, there's sometimes a memory of why you distance yourself in the beginning. So there is going to be a little bit of a memory of maybe what has happened, or maybe you could clear up some sort of rejection or bad energy from the past. That could be the case. That could be something that is going to, you know, be resolved. So watch out that, you know, it doesn't rear up again, though. Okay, watch out for that. Now you're ready to do with your ambition. I can see that you're writing down ideas on what you're going to do next. This is going to build up and become something that is very big, but it may be in the planning stage at this time. For some of you, though, I feel as if this is actually, there's already been success. It's got to that point now where you can take the leap of faith now and go for it. Okay, because this is like saying, come on then, universe, show me where I'm supposed to go, show me what I'm supposed to be doing now, and I will gladly do that. Now, the Hanged Man, sometimes we have to look at things from a different angle, look at things from a different way. Maybe what you've done in the past and what you're planning to do in the future is different, and you're kind of looking at things from a different point of view, a different angle, in order for it to be successful. But there is a bit of boredom and restlessness, and partly you do know that there's going to come a time in the very near future where you're going to take that leap of faith and you're going to catapult yourself forward into the right direction. And at that point, you won't be bored anymore, because you've already got a map in your head planned out about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, who's coming with you, and who's not coming with you. So there's going to be a lot of that pushing forward for sure. So there you go. That's what I see for our Scorpios and for my gorgeous daughter, Rhiannon. Okay, so let us go back to the chat quickly and see who's saying what. Sarah, for the baby. Oh, I'm going to record this as well. So Sarah Ann, for the baby, healing lavender. And you have to be really careful with lavender. So it could mean to try carefully, or if they're using it, could mean it's bothering her. Okay, yeah, I don't think she's using lavender. So that might be something. I'm also getting to focus on comforting the acid reflux. She does think it might be reflux. And then I'm seeing a syringe to have that nearby, which they probably do. Yes, she's not taken any reflux medication, but my other daughter, Megan, her baby did have that, Isla, and she had this same crying kind of that she had in certain points of the day. And so she did say that reflux medication did help. Yeah. One of my babies would get phlegm in her throat, and I had to carefully pull it out. So that could be some of my own experience coming in there. No, but it's all helpful, Sarah. It's all helpful. And then with all of this information, she can then, take it with her. And some of it will be, that's great. And some of it we've already tried, and that's good. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to know. But she's the sort of person that she hasn't had her children vaccinated at all on anything, and she's into natural remedies wherever possible, and she doesn't give them hardly, well, they don't have medication. Sometimes at very push, she gives them, like the children, paracetamol, Calpol, which is the lowest, it's the lowest form of medication pain relief that you can get, and that's if there's a very high temperature. So yeah, she's very reluctant to, she doesn't trust the big pharma. Don't blame her. But yeah. Alrighty, so we're going to go to Pisces now, guys. Okay, so this is Pisces. So 27, 30. We'll just do that. Okay, so this is Pisces. So my mum is Pisces, and so am I. So hi, Mama. I love you. And we are going to look in and see what the cards want to say about Pisces this week. So I'm just going to tune in now. So this is the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. All right. Okay, so we have endings, beginnings. So it's like a door is being well and truly slammed shut. That is done. There is nothing more to do with that situation. It's move on. Okay, and on with your new beginnings. So this is the 7 of Wands, which is bring it on, bring it on. I am ready for challenges. I'm ready for something new. This is it. I am going to work on something that the universe is going to help me with. Okay, that's exactly what is going on for me. And for Greg. Okay, so there's lots in the pipeline for in 5D, and also for other people who may be connecting with this as well. Very excited about this, very excited. But you do have to kind of shed the old and on with the new, so that's very important. Okay, so you also have look after yourself and protect yourself, which is very important. So I do feel that you know, everybody needs to protect themselves at this particular time on this planet Earth. There are lots of loose drinking entities out there. Now, people might be looking at this thinking she's lost her marbles. She was already a bit screwed with, but she's definitely lost it now. And that is basically, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But even if you do anything, just put yourselves in a bubble or in a crystal ball. Put yourself in there and cut away any attachments, anything that could be holding you back from being the best version of yourself. Give your guides permission to cut away the negative energy. So if you've got somebody around you who is also very negative, and you're trying to do something positive, and they're coming through with, oh, you don't be doing that, what are you doing that for? Oh, that didn't work last time, why do you want to do it again? All of those kind of energies, it's like it's not worth talking to people about your new plans, you know, when you know that they're going to be saying these things. So it's best not to allow that energy to come in, okay, because it feels as if, you know, you can do this, you can, you know, it's better to say, oh, by the way, I've just succeeded in this, rather than say I'm thinking of. Okay, so making this as legal or official as possible, finding out where you stand, finding out what issues may occur and how you can resolve those issues. This is very interesting, because sometimes we don't realize what we're doing sometimes, because we're just kind of merrily going on our way and getting the jobs done and things like that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I forgot about that. Perhaps we should look into that. So look out for any legal or official documents in the middle of the week, Pisces, official letters and forms. I still have my PIP form that I've got to do. So yeah, it's like they're just kind of covering your health. My health is a lot worse since the last time I filled it out, and it's horrible going through each individual thing and telling them just how bad things have been. It doesn't make you feel good about it. So I know what that is for me, and also I know what that is for my mum. She's had to fill out mobility forms and documents as well. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so we've got the Devil card here. Now the Devil card, I'm going to pick one more card so we can know, okay, we know what they're talking about. So the 3 cards together. Okay, so this basically indicates beware of a new person coming into your life. I feel this person may be up to no good. This person may be giving you some bad advice, or, you know, don't give this person any money for sure. This person who is around you it may feel like the best plan ever. It may feel like, you know, well, this is a no-brainer. Of course I'm going to give them money. Of course I'm going to, you know, let them have this. But they're saying quite absolutely so, don't trust that person, please. This person really isn't working in your best interests. So, you know, there is a little bit of a heads up. This person feels new, or there's a new plan involved with this person. Just beware of that. Now, the Eight of Pentacles. This is about looking into things, analyzing, studying, doing some research, okay, in a very big way is happening at the end of this next week. And that is linking to somebody in authority, or somebody who can and will give you the help that you need, or work shoulder to shoulder with you, for you to get what it is that you deserve. And so I do feel as if there's definitely somebody who's working with you. This person is very good for you, and I can see that it's coming at a time of being a bit bored, okay, a bit bored of, you know, this person. So there is definitely some stirring up. Be careful who you talk to, and listen to advice, but don't necessarily panic about it. Find out from your own sources before you kind of panic about anything. Okay, there is a lot more help out there than you realize, and that is going to be something to focus on for sure. So there you go. My throat is going, so I'm going to make myself a hot drink. So there you go. That's for Pisces. All right, so let's go back to the chat and let's read some comments. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. How are you doing, love? So, Lauren, recently heard of mother whose breast milk was causing intolerance in baby due to medication supplement mother was taking passed in the breast milk. Okay, so that's interesting. Let me take a photograph of that, because I'm not going to have time to write that down. I've got that down, Lauren. Thank you so much. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. So everyone's saying hi to each other, which I absolutely love. I pray for her comfort and for Mama to have wisdom and discernment. Yeah, so do I. Her daddy is good, though. He's got a lot of patience as well with the baby as well, and he's got lovely big hands. So it's like this little tiny baby in daddy's arms. So he's pacing with her, and he's doing it as well. So she's not alone. And my other daughter, Megan, has been amazing going around there and helping out too. So we've all done our bit too. In reference to organic natural healing, do you or your daughter watch Barbara O'Neill? No, but I will write that down. Barbara O'Neill. I will have a look at that. Thank you. So filling out forms is a part-time job, maybe full-time when it comes to disabilities. It's true, absolutely true. Yeah. 2 renewals for my kids this past month. Luckily, they were approved. I learned to keep notes and records for next time. I take photographs. I also scan and print out a whole document of my previous, what I've done. Because I know, not too good. My mum got told she has cancer last week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarah. What's your mum's name? Can I put her on our healing list, love? Can I? Not too good. Oh, well, my heart and all of our hearts go out to your mum, and they can do a lot with cancer now. It's not always a finality. Now I've had cancer and survived it. Greg's had cancer and survived it. He had the most severe one, and he is still here. So, sometimes we can get through. Okay, so let's pour out that positivity out there. And Sarah, yeah, there are these cancers coming out now, and it's from this, Gibby. Yeah, a lot more of that now. So I'm hoping that she hasn't had that. But I know lots of people now who've had that and have now got the big C. It does fast forward things there. So if they were susceptible to it, then it becomes more prominent. So we just need to keep pouring lots of positive energy towards these people for sure. Shirley Jubb. Okay. She has 4 lumps in the boob and a mass on lung and in her stomach. I'm still going to keep positive and wish her that she can fight this. And I honestly feel, you know, when I had cancer, I had to say, do you know what will be, will be. I cannot, you know, I stopped worrying about it as soon as I released it and let the universe decide whether or not I was going to make it or not. It's harder, I think, for the people around you. With you, when you're going through it, you're quite matter of fact. You're kind of like, well, you know, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. But you know, this is how it is. But people around, it's not easy at all. So yeah, we all feel for you. So I'm so sorry, Sarah. That must be really hard to process for everyone. Sending love and prayers for your mum and Faith for the best possible outcome. And that's all anybody can ask for, isn't it? For sure. Oh, I was making a hot drink. Let me do that so that my throat doesn't lose it. Kitty's being such a good kitty. Aren't you, Kitty? You're being so good. Get that ready. So it's going to get noisy in a little while. Where are you? She's just behind me. There's a cushion at the back of me, and she's sat there. She's got hold of my fingers with her little claws. I get you. Shall I get you? Yeah. I get you. Yeah. Oh dear. There is a lot of change going on out there, and this change, there's a lot of positive change happening. I really feel that. That was Truvia, by the way, not sugar. Okay, it was stevia and powdered milk. There we go. So what have we got? Thank you. We're so close and been finding it so hard to cope. I only just stopped crying and can't sleep at night because I keep thinking the phone will ring. Yeah, I get you. I get you, love. Praying angels will surround you. Me too. We can all send our angels to you, you know. So I will do that. Sending my angels over there for you and for your mum. So it is hard. My dad was given 6 months to live. Basically, he had to make that phone call to us and say, you know, this is what it is. You know, the doctors have given me 6 months, and he went 3 years. because he was an absolute fighter, and he decided he wasn't going to give in. In fact, he told his doctors off because his doctors were saying, go home and write your will. And he said, how dare you? He did. He went, how dare you? You should be telling me to fight. You should be telling me to get on and get on with it. So that's what he did. It's exactly what he did. He thought, no. Right. So Cancerian, the kitten is scratching my back right now. So we should be having little kitty joining us in a minute. So let's have a look. What, love? Come on then. Come and say hello to Sarah. Come and say hello. Come on. Hey, sweet girl, desperately wishing for my dad to talk to me. I know you're not a medium, but could you say my name? The cool dude. I wouldn't know names. Yeah, that's not something. I'm not saying it hasn't ever happened before, because it has. But you know, my dad. I wanted my dad to be my spirit guide, and he has. And every day he speaks to me. Every day he joins me when I'm using my clairvoyance and I'm giving messages. Sometimes it sounds just like him, and it's just what he would say or how he would say things. And there's times that it's not appropriate, and I go, Dad, not appropriate. I cannot say that. It's too much. I can't do it. So there is times that it's quite funny working with him, but I do feel very blessed. I do feel very blessed, and I'm absolutely positive that your dad would love to connect with you every day as well. So you come in, come and say hello. Got a little kitten who's 6 weeks, and she's a little poppet. She really is, little tiny tink. Tiny tink. So my name is Alexa. Well, hello, Alexa. It's good to see you here. Okay, so thank you. I better try and sleep now before I get my mum a call at 9 a.m. Yes, she asked me what she should do, fight or not, and I said can't make that decision for her, to down her. Yeah, this is it. She's got to make her own decision. But yeah, to me, I think why not fight? Why not fight? You know, she's got you, hasn't she, Sarah, who loves her unconditionally, and that's an amazing thing. So my heart goes out to you, Sarah. I'll put you on the healing list as well. Hello. So let me bring this down so you can see this baby. She is. Come here. Come here. She's beautiful. Just today she was picked up today. So she's still probably missing her mama and her siblings, aren't you? Bless her. I feel very happy and very blessed that she's chosen our family to come into. Love her. Okay, so we're going to do Cancerian now. Cancerians. Let us go there. Okay, and it is 1:48. 40. Okay, I'm going to swap over my cards, and I'm going to go with the Light Seers cards now. Okay, so the Light Seers cards by Chris Ann are beautiful cards. I highly recommend those, as well as my original deck that I use all the time, which is the Cosmic Deck by Norbert Loesch, L-O-S-C-H-E. But Chris Ann is this one. So the Light Seers by Chris Ann. Okay, so let me start this off. Okay, so this is my other daughter, Meggie. Hey, Meggie. And she's been an absolute marvelous sister and a lovely auntie to the baby. Ria's been really needing Maggie's help, and Megan's been there. So I love you, Maggie. So come and see the kitten sometime, darling. The new kitten. So Cancerians, okay, this is the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. Okay, hello. Come on then. Come on then. What you do? Look there. There she is. There she is. Okay. Oh, ouch. She's just... Okay, concentrate, Ali. Concentrate now on the Cancerians. Right. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, I'm seeing somebody who is trying to be tougher than they are. They're feeling very emotional. There's a lot of swilling about kind of emotions from the past, deep within, and it's like I'm trying to repress them. I'm trying to shut them off. I'm trying not to let these get to me, and I'm trying to carry on, but they're still there. So try and allow these to come out, even if you have to write them down as a journal, or a letter form or something. It's very important, because these feelings, when we're going through a lot of emotions, we don't realize how much that can affect us. There is a kind gesture coming your way. Somebody is going to be telling you just how wonderful you are, just how much that they appreciate you. And it can be, romantic gesture as well. It can be, or it can be kindness from one person to another. But definitely the recognition of you is coming. And it's like how sometimes it's like harder to deal with that, when someone's being that kind to you. It's like, oh, I don't know how to take it. So, but yeah, it's well deserved. So sometimes that's how you're feeling. Okay, the Four of Swords, you can see curling up into the fetal position and hiding away and pretending everything's fine, not to worry, nothing to see, it's all fine, when actually there is a lot going on. Okay, maybe there's a lot going on in your world and you're having to put that hard front on, and try not to show the emotions maybe that is going on. I do feel from the spirit world are saying to you that they appreciate you, that they know how much you're going through, and yet you're still pushing through all of those emotions, and you are an absolute inspiration. That is a message from the spirit world for you. Okay, Cancerians. So yeah, never underestimate, like, just what you think is just a good deed, the ripple effect of that. Absolutely. So the middle of the week. Now, the middle of the week, you're seeing all of these represent gifts or talents that you've had, training that you've had, life experiences that you've had that can in the future gain traction and become a job, or can become something that you can achieve in the future. And all because you've already done a lot of the foundations, laying the foundations, planting the seeds. Watch how they can emerge in the future. Okay, we think, why did I do that silly course, or why did I start that training, or why did I do this? And it's like, really, you don't know? Now it's all going to be very clear. Okay, that's how things are going to be moving forward, especially at the middle of next week. And this can be because maybe you want to earn a bit of extra money. Maybe there's a business idea that you are going to take off with. Okay, but there's somebody alongside you who is equally trying to help, or maybe a partner as well for you. Maybe somebody is going to give you some ideas and some tips for you to go for. But it's all quite exciting, okay, around that. Now, the Four of Wands, there is nothing stopping you. Okay, this is the go, go, go card. This is the travel. This is the movement. This is the, you know, catapulting yourself forward. Okay, for sure, with this ambition. So sometimes it can be at the writing stage where you're writing down the things that you're going to do, or things that you could do. Okay. So by the end of the week, this is you nurturing those ideas. You know, the seeds well and truly planted, but now you're watering them. You're not just kind of like, you know, planted them and just left them. These are being nurtured. And when that is nurtured, or you are practicing all the things that you can do and that you're capable of, that is what the results are. And it's very interesting, okay, what is going to be coming about. So you have the rebirth card. Okay, now the rebirth card is saying, say goodbye to the old and say hello to the new you. This can be, you know, the old you would never have done this, but the new you is saying, sod it, why not? Why can't I do that? And all will be well. This will lead to lots of other ideas and inspiration. As you're busy doing other things and living your life and being busy, you're also kind of, you know, writing down, oh, I could do this now and this now, or why don't I do this? So this can be, you know, it's like having one project and saying, oh, that would go well with it, or this could happen with that, or I could do this. And so all of that then breeds this new business plan, I feel. And that business plan is going to take off and be very successful for you. So, yeah, very exciting. That's what I get for Cancerians. The kitten's getting into mischief over there. That's quite funny. Okay, so we're going on to Taurians now. Let me go there. Okay, so Taurus, what is it, 158, right? So I'm going to stay with the light seers, okay, for Taurus. That's it. Okay, victory, Taurians. You have been working very hard. You have been it's like every day seemed to just blend into the next one and blend into the next one and blend into the next one. And it's like before you know it, a month's gone past. So I feel that time has been kind of, you know, molding together, and you're now saying, I did it. I achieved it. I didn't think I could. And I didn't know that anybody had noticed how hard I'd been working either. So this is the recognition reward card, public acclaim. And it's like, you know, well done for sure. It's really good. So there's also public speaking as well for somebody out there, Taurians. I can see you having to kind of go through what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. And you know, and I'm seeing you writing things down, then tearing up some things and writing down some more. I do feel as if this is going to go very well. There is a pregnancy announcement coming. Okay, this pregnancy announcement is going to be out of the blue. It will not be something that is planned, but I can see it taking the person by surprise. But this person's going to be very, very pleased in the end, even though it will be a shock. So I'm definitely seeing smiles. I'm seeing happiness, and yeah, it's and I'm seeing a boy. Okay, now obviously if there's another pregnancy out there, then I don't know, but this particular baby, I'm seeing a boy, and it's completely a shock to other people, a complete shock. Okay, so this is an independent card. So whoever this is thinking is no, not that one. Yeah, this one. This one's yours. Is thinking that have I got to do this on my own? Okay, so there will be a possibility that it could be on their own. Okay. And that will be very, sorry about this, guys. We're getting a bit messy here. She's found some tuna that I'd had some tuna, and she's just found the rest of it. So you'll have to forgive me on that, but she's enjoying it. So there we are. Yeah, so this pregnancy announcement, it's like, have I got to do this on my own, or will I have support? You know, they're basically thrown right in. Okay. There is another person I'm seeing whose business idea has been accepted, and that could be they went for a loan, or they went and basically told everybody and made an announcement or spoke out about, hey, this is my plan, this is what I want, and this is what I can give. And other people saying, yes, we will support you, but you've got to do this, this, and this for it. So it's still a little bit of jumping through hoops, but it still is achievable. Okay, so a lot happening in the beginning of this next week. Okay, so the middle of the week, that is the partnership card. Now, the partnership card can be, you know, it can be a business partnership for some of you. It can be a love life partnership, like an emotional partnership. And let's turn the other cards over to see which they are talking about at this time. Okay, so this person is somebody who 1 minute is very, very keen and very interested, and the next minute there's nothing there. They just have kind of like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, or that's the way they make you feel. There is this feeling of, I'm packing my stuff and going, or I'm done with this. So this is going to it will be a surprise to this person, this partnership person, because they can't see that there's anything wrong and that everything's, you know, just dandy. But it might be dandy for them. It's not absolutely dandy for this other person, and that is why the partnership is kind of coming under a bit of a threat at this time. Now, for some of you, that might be a relationship partnership. but others it could be a partnership to do with business, okay, working with alongside somebody. But you've realized that you don't have to take this crap from anybody, especially somebody who claims they love you or somebody who claims that they respect you. Sometimes we have to say, hey, no, don't think this is the right way to treat me. This is definitely being a bit scatty emotionally. So 1 minute you can be very sure of yourself and very no, don't eat that, baby. Don't eat that. Don't eat that, darling. No. Get off. She's trying to eat a wet wipe that had got tuna juice on it. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Here it is. Some more here. Sorry. She's very distracting. I am very sorry. Everybody's trying to come here for a very professional, mind you, nobody should be coming here for a professional reading thing because it's not me. But yes, she's I've got a kitten, if anybody's wondering, just come in. I've got a kitten that's 6 weeks and she's just arrived here today, so yeah, we're just getting used to each other, me and little Tink. So yeah, this to me feels like somebody who is feeling 1 minute really happy, static, and the next minute down in the dumps and low. So there seems to be an up and down energy with you, okay, or this is a person connected to you. And you know, when you're trying to be logical about it and trying to understand, you know, what this person's feeling or why they're feeling the way they are, and it's going crazy. So I can see a need to, it's like have a sit down and a talk, really. And I know that people don't like to do this nowadays, do they? It's all texting, but I do feel as if this needs to be a face-to-face thing. Okay, it's very important at this time, because I feel that there is one of you who is withdrawing away and is going into a depression or going into a sad spiral. So see if there is something that you can do, okay, in order to maybe stop this from happening. And communication is definitely the key, Taurus, lovely people. Okay, there she is. So bless her. So let's go into Virgo's. Virgoans. I'm just putting the cards and sliding them in between so that they are well and truly shuffled in. There we go. That is it. So they are shuffled in. Okay. So Virgos. Any Virgos out there, or do you know a Virgo who's watching? Let me know. So this is 2 hours 7:10. Quick slurp of this. Okay. Oh, that card just flipped out. And you saw I was sliding them in the pack. Okay, so this is definitely for you guys, Virgos. So you have recognition and reward. You have been noticed for your achievements. Sometimes these achievements can be from spirit world, and they're saying, we see what you do. We see what you do when you feel that nobody's watching you or nobody realizes what is happening, because you don't do it for any recognition or reward, but we know you. For others, this will be linked to your job or linked to your career or life path. This could be also, there's somebody who does a great deal for maybe wildlife and animals, and you know, they don't ask for any recognition, they just do it for the love of it. But there's definitely a lot to be to be thankful for. And I feel the gratitude energy is also pouring out, Virgos as well. Okay, so there is an obstacle that does feel as if it's hard to get past. Sometimes it feels hard, but actually it isn't hard. Let's see the other card with it. Okay, so this indicates that you're needing strength to get past it. So you're needing to really push yourself to the outer limits of your capability in order to achieve what you know you can achieve. Okay, so this is a scary time. It's scary because you are unsure if it is if you can get past that. Okay, but spirit are right beside you. Your angels are right beside you. Your relatives are right beside you, and they are saying, just call upon that. This is what you've got coming if you can push yourself past any of those barriers. Sometimes we put our own barriers up because that is fear of, or fear of failure, or fear of not achieving what it is that you know you can do. Okay, now the Three of Wands, it means you might be trying something for the first time. You've never done it before, but you are being urged to have a go. And this is going to be the key that unlocks the door, that pushes you into that next level of achievement. There's also so much love and support around you. That can be from the spirit world as well. So sometimes you may feel as if you're on your own, but actually the spirit world is so close to you, and you've got so much, it's like, we've got around 7 spirit guides and helpers around us at any time. Sometimes if we're needing healing, then there'll be a healing guide stepping up. There's times that that might be a medicine woman or medicine man. Sometimes we have we have to do some sort of public speaking, and you will have somebody from the spirit world who is very good at public speaking stepping in and standing beside you. Sometimes there is mediumship, which is contact with spirit, and there's a person who's good with that. So don't ever feel as if you're on your own or that you can't do certain things, because they will make it happen. I remember I started teaching tarot and I think it was 18 or 19. I started teaching tarot, something like that. Maybe it was a bit older, maybe I was 20, but I definitely started very young, and people used to say, well, what can you teach? It's like, well, my guides are teaching with me, so who knows, but they did achieve a lot. So yeah, this to me just says there is so much more to learn, so much more. Okay, this is about seeing things that are complicated and realizing that maybe the complication is because you're not ready to man up and do something about the situation, because you fear the outcome of it more than you fear being happy. So you can be happy and you deserve to be happy, but sometimes we have to face the thing that scares us first before we can then reach out and become happy. And so when you look, it's like here, the true her is just worried here. Okay, when she looks in the mirror, she sees that there's so much. It's like, I can't do this and I can't do that. I'm scared to do this and I'm scared to do that. But in reality, she isn't trapped. She can get up and walk out. She can do it. But there's a scared feeling there. So this is definitely linking to somebody out there who feels as if they deserve this. Tranquility, happiness. But at the moment, they're facing that. And I'm going to tell you, I can see your happiness. I can see just how amazing it's going to feel when you finally say, no, no, you are not going to treat me like that. No, I'm done. I was in a relationship and it was too much. Person was a drinker, and I used to dread the footsteps coming up the path because I never knew what mood that person would be in. They never hurt me at all, but their energy was volatile, and they didn't realize how volatile because they were drunk at the time. So yeah, I couldn't face talking face to face to them. I'm saying this because I feel as if it's relevant for somebody out there who maybe needs to hear this. So what I had to do, because I had a little one, and she was nearly 3, and I thought I don't want there to be any volatile energy around my little one, but I said I'm leaving, and I had it in my head. And so he went to work, and I packed up my car and I left. And I phoned later. There was a note there, and I phoned explaining everything, because sometimes that's all that was. They when someone's volatile, they don't listen, and so sometimes you have to have it in writing. And so I'm telling you this because sometimes it's better to walk away like that, get somewhere that you feel safe and secure, and then deal with the actual ending. I'm just saying this because there's someone out there that needs to hear this. Okay, so there you go. But there is always somebody who can help. Okay, there is always somebody. Okay, so find out the phone numbers. This can be the Samaritans here in the UK. I'm sure there are other helplines in whatever country you're in. Okay, so this is the secrecy card coming up the end of this next week, Virgos. Okay, and sometimes we have to plan things in a secretive way. So there's times that sometimes you have to be more prepared. I wasn't prepared. I went with my emotions and just kind of left. But sometimes, it's better to be more prepared, and save up some money so that you've got something to fall back on. There is a pregnancy announcement as well coming up for Virgo, somebody who may want a child or want a baby, or maybe they're kind of thinking, I've got to protect my child or my baby. I've got to think about them above my own needs. Okay. And the Hierophant is indicating there is a spiritual lesson that is going on around you, Virgos, at this time. So it could be that you're the person who is willing to help a friend who is going through this. Maybe you're the one that says, you can come to me, I will support you. So, but there is definitely a need to break free from surroundings that aren't any good for you, whether that is a business, a work environment, a personal environment. There's definitely a need to say, I'm done. I don't deserve to be treated like this, because you don't deserve it at all. So that's what I see for Virgos. And who else that relates to. So let's go to the comments. And the little meow meows. Did you hear the little one talking? She's so sweet. Oh, this is consistent with every reading I've had. Okay, so it's accurate then. Virgo power. Hey Cynthia, my brother is a Virgo. Okay, Cynthia. And Virgo here, Tracy. All right. Okay, guys. So we now are going to Capricorn. Listen out for the messages for you, okay? Because there is always a message for whoever's listening, okay, with these. All right, so I'm just going to build up the energy for Capricorns. Let's have a little look. Oh, let's take a sip of coffee first. Look at this mug. Let's get my lipstick off it. You can go and to the Etsy shop and you can purchase this mug, or there's lots of other mugs there. So yeah, pop and see some of those. Let me find the banner that says with all the Etsy there. There you go. That should have it on there. So you can go and grab a tie-dye t-shirt from in5d.net. There is soon to be a new channel starting, okay, as well. So yeah, there's the Etsy.com shop /in5d shop, in5d shop, okay, and Etsy. Okay, yeah, if you want to book a reading with myself, you can go to psychically.net. Okay, let me tune in now to Capricorns. Right, the Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords, she's contemplating, she's thinking about things. She can be a little bit manipulative, I feel, because she's thinking about what can she get from a situation, what can she get from her life, you know, where is it going? There's plans being made in her mind, okay? And sometimes she can be ruthless, sometimes she can be, and that is something that is crossing her mind for sure. Now the wheel indicates change, and change is coming, okay? Change is coming, and maybe that's something that she is aware of, that this change is coming. And what will she get from this change? Will this change benefit her, or will it not? You know, what is going to happen? The Hanged Man is where everything is upside down. We've got to wait until we know what we're going to do next. Okay, sometimes we've got to look at things from different angles, different situations. Sometimes we've got to think outside the box. Sometimes we've got to analyze things. And I feel that because of this shift and change that is coming about, lots of people, I feel, emotionally are going through, you know, what to do. What can we do? Lovely, beautiful card. I love this. This is my favorite card in the Light Seers, the Sun. So this just says everything's going to turn out perfectly. There is nothing to worry about. It's all really good. And the Fool card quite aptly says trust. Trust that the universe knows what is needed. Sometimes there's nothing to plan apart from giving in, apart from, you know, just saying, I know that you are going to do the best, you know, give the best outcome. Whatever I need to learn, I'm going to learn. So sometimes it's giving in to life, giving into the situation. This is the Independent card. So sometimes we have to give in to maybe our own needs. It's like, you know, I can't keep worrying about other people because I've got to think about me. This is my turn, okay? And so you're going to be doing something that might shock other people because you've had a download, because you've had an idea of what needs to happen around the middle of next week, Capricorn. And that's your kind of like just letting the universe take you to where you're supposed to be. And the Sun card says, yep, we will do that. The Independent card, be careful about spending habits, especially around the middle of next week, because there are some changes, and those changes may involve being a bit more careful with money, but things will go in the right direction. So have you learned any lessons from your past? Have you learned lessons from a father figure or fatherly character? Have you learned lessons from yourself from the past? You know, what did you get before? What did you do before? Sometimes there is a feeling of wanting things to go back to how they were. You know, how they were was much better than how things are now. And that is hard sometimes to realize when our mind keeps wandering back there and we keep feeling like I shoulda, woulda, or could have done this. It's like if my grandma had balls, she'd be my granddad. At the end of the day, nothing can change what's been. The only power that you truly have is in now, in the present time. Treat it as if it is a present to you. The power is in the now. What are you going to do with your life now, instead of keep looking at the past and wishing things have been different? It's like, nope, we've got to, because that's where you stay in the past. You stay holding on to that. Okay. And nobody wants to stay there with you, unfortunately, emotionally. If you're kind of just churning up the past, and the past hurts all the time, churning them up, churning them up, churning them up, and then, you know, expect other people to stand there and watch you do this. That's why people fly off into their own directions, and they end up kind of leaving you to it. Now, this doesn't relate to every Capricorn. This can be what Capricorns are saying and feeling regarding one person in their life. Okay, but I do feel as if these people who are stuck in their own kind of negative energy cycle, I do feel that this will start to change, and this will start to move forward. But sometimes we have to make tough decisions, the people around them, and we have to do it guilt-free and say, well, I tried to help bring them into the future, and I tried to help heal them, but they kept wanting to stay back there. And that is basically the lesson that I'm seeing being learnt there. This is about you being in harmony with you and saying, I have to protect myself from people who just drain me, and they give nothing back. So we can, you know, sometimes we've got a friend, or we've got somebody, a family member maybe, who they are in pain and they're very emotional. And at the time, there's so much sympathy and empathy going out to that person. But a week later, a year later, after a year later, and they're still wallowing about in that energy and not wanting to move on in their life, that is the hardest thing, is to kind of say, I'm going to have to leave you there. And I'll be there, I'll check in with you periodically, but I can't stay there with you. And I do feel as if there is going to be some very big lessons being learnt about walking away. Okay. And I feel this through all of the cards this week. all of the astrology signs that I've been doing. Okay, there is big lessons about energy and about what you can and can't be around. So there you go. A bit of a kick up the bum basically this week, but what can I say? I'm going to end on, picture this, Capricorns. This is how your happiness should be. This is it. This is what you deserve, and it comes from trust. The Fool card is, I'm just going to lay back and I'm going to allow the universe to just take over and bring me what I need and lead me to the right direction. So there you go. So like I said, if anybody would like a reading with myself, please go to psychically.net and book a reading there. I'd love to see you one-to-one, and we can do double timeline readings. So say if you're in a dilemma and you don't know whether to stay or go, we can actually do a reading. This is your life if you stay, and this is your life if you go. And you can see which timeline is going to lead to the happiest, or should I choose this person or this person? Or you can ask all sorts of things to the pendulum. You can ask direct questions to the cards. There's so much. Whatever you book, we will do whatever you need at that time. I've been known to do cord cutting instantly. We've done a quick past life recall instantly, just there and then, but it will end up being whatever you need it to be. So anyway, I'd love to see you, but if not, I will see you on Tuesday with Greg and I and the shows there. Every Tuesday it is on in 5D, okay, YouTube channel in 5D, and it will be 1 a.m. my time, which works out I think at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then again at 10 p.m. Eastern at 3 a.m. my time. So a lot of the English people, they watch it the next day, which is understandable because it's early hours of the morning. So anyway, I love you guys, and have a wonderful week. And you know what they say, make good choices and enjoy your life. Be grateful for what you have, and make sure that you thank the universe for giving you those little things, and get ready to receive the bigger things. Just realize I deserve, and just keep up with the mantra, I deserve, I deserve, I deserve, I deserve. Okay, because you do. Okay, take care, and bye for now.